Hello, it's been a while. I'm Cheryl, and I have been uploading videos about our adventures with autism with our son Jason. He's my youngest of four children, and he was diagnosed at age 2 in 1996. And he turned 30 this month. So his birthday was April 4th, and we had a big family party for him. And I posted the party videos and so on this channel so that people could kind of see, the support that we're blessed to have. And I know that not everyone has that support, and my heart goes out to you if you don't. Um, if you are looking for ideas on how to reach out and you're new to the autism world, feel free to comment and I will try and check back regularly to see if there's any comments and if you have any questions or you'd like some tips or help on finding some kind of support, just comment and I'll see what I can do to at least point you in the right direction. Each state is different, and today I want to talk about our success in finally finding, not only getting his IHSS completely in order, we're getting him set up with the Riverside County, which is where we live, and making sure that everything is all set up for him so that if anything happens to me and his dad, or that his siblings or any other family members have all of his benefits in place and he's already got all the support he needs. That way, if something happens to us, they don't have to go through all this court and all the stuff that we've had to do that are challenges when you're a parent of an autistic child or a severely disabled child. There are so many challenges trying to work, trying to take care of your other children, trying to take care of yourself. It's a challenging ordeal. And we have a big family and a lot of support. I've worked in the field of disabilities in various capacities for so many years that fortunately I kind of know where to look and how to look. But as I said, each county, each state is different. There's so many variations on how those benefits are distributed by state. Anyway, I want to talk about how grateful I am right now for what we've found for him. We were struggling to find any kind of recreation program, of course, coming off the heels of COVID. A lot of programs were not allowed to just let any clients back in. And my son is fairly severe. He has a difficult time communicating, and he has some behaviors that are a little challenging to handle for any staff of a program. And so we've kind of spent the last few years trying to find creative ways to care for him ourselves between all the family members. Fortunately, I was able to retire, and I've told this story before on this channel. I was able to retire and just become his full-time care provider. Being an at-home mom, it's been a long time since I've done that. And I have to say, I was ready for retirement, so I'm very happy about how this worked out. It's a win-win for everyone. His dad is younger than me. His stepdad's younger than me. They're both still working, and I'm able to utilize some funds from the county. Since he wasn't allowed back in a full-time day program, they've allowed parents to then be the paid care provider. So that way, if you have to quit your job to take care of your child, you at least have some kind of income that's helping. And so that's our case. It nearly replaced my monthly income, and we were able to adjust some things to make that work out. I'm also, because I'm part of a union, I'm getting benefits. So I have health benefits and so on. So if you're a parent out there, I believe, I know in California, I believe that this is only available, the number of hours that we have, because we have, what is it called? Supervision hours protective supervision hours because of his level of independence or lack of independence in some areas that present the risk of harm and just danger to him. We were able to get protective supervision hours. That extends the number of hours to pretty much full time, so 40 hours a week. You may not be able to get that much, and this is really open to, I think, adults with disabilities. So I think once your child is 18 or 22 and they've graduated from school, I think then you're eligible for this. And like I said, this is California. I don't know how it works with younger children, with those under age, but I believe because the schools tend to have extended day programs and so on, that it's a little tougher to get protective supervision hours. So you might want to just check with your local county provider, your regional center provider if you're in California, and find out how that might work for you. But we were able to get that. And then I also finally found a recreation program here where we live, and it's about, I want to say, 30 minutes away. But Riverside County offers transportation and programming. A lot of the agencies will only take those that are completely, they're able to toilet themselves, they're able to, they don't have any kind of aggressive or self-abusive behaviors and so on. So it's limited. My son has some behaviors that are, like I said, challenging for staff. So it limited us to the number of agencies that would even accept him. But we found one here in the desert in Palm Springs that's amazing. And it's SVS, Social Vocational Services. And so far, it's been awesome. He's been attending for a few weeks now. The transportation service is just warm and friendly and loving, and it's just a little family van with a few clients that pick him up every morning and bring him back every day. It gives me, and we're just doing 2 days a week, so it gives me Tuesdays and Thursdays to get a lot of things done that are difficult to do with him, or just gives me a chance to catch up on things like making videos, being on the computer to pay bills, make doctor appointments, so it's kind of a time where I can do the things I need to do that are really hard to take him with me to deal with. Because we don't have family close to us in the desert. They all live at least 45 minutes away, and they're in a complete different direction from, say, my doctor, which is 40 minutes the other direction. So it's a challenge, but fortunately now we have these 2 days a week that I can take care of such things. And I think too, it does him it really was originally mainly for him, because I needed him to have something to do that wasn't with mommy. A 30-year-old man, he needs to have exposure to other people, whether it's his peers, other young men, doing activities that are suited to his age, and so that he can expand more and grow more and not just be sitting home with mom watching TV. And it's not that that's what we do all day, but that's really all he wants to do. I have to encourage him to do other things. And going to this program, that is a way for him to do something different and get out of the house and be exposed to things that help his brain grow a little more. So it's a start, and we have other plans for him in the works. And I kind of stopped doing the videos for a while for a couple reasons. One was just I was so busy trying to get him set up with programs, and we just had a lot going on. He doesn't, I don't think he likes being videoed anymore. So that's something too. I'm going to probably once in a while I'll share something, like I did video his first day getting in the van and going to his program, and I'm going to share that with you in a minute.
And say, have a good day.
Good day.
Today is his 30th birthday.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday.
Okay, you have fun at SVS today, okay?
Okay.
All right.
And that's really for family, because I like to share that type of event on social media, and that way his relatives all over can kind of see what he's doing, what his life is, how things are going. But in general, he doesn't really like to be videoed. So I'm not going to do that because he needs to have a say in that. But I will tell you what's going on, and I can always show you little pictures or little clips of videos with him doing things that he enjoys. Anyway, so that's the update, and we've got a few things that we need to try and encourage him on. One thing is, although he's starting to do a lot of chores, we still have to supervise him, but he can make his bed. I've shown that. He's helping with laundry. He's helping outside. He's helping my husband do manly duties, I guess. But we would like to continue to push him in a direction of understanding just day-to-day things that he needs to do. And as we do that, of course, supervision hours, the protective supervision hours, are going to be less necessary. So, we're trying to get him to a level of independence so that as we age and whoever takes over with his care providing, that he's going to be able to function somewhat independently. They'll still need to supervise him. He'll probably still need to live with a relative, or they may choose to put him in a boarding care home. That's going to be up to them. But at least he'll have some understanding of how to take care of himself day to day. So we're working on those skills. Anyway, I hope that all is going well with you, and I appreciate you watching the video. Please comment below if you'd like to add any successes that you've had with your child or your loved one, and share tips. Feel free to do that. Also, as I said, ask if you'd like my feedback on anything that you need help with. I'm not an expert other than what I've lived with my son. And there are a lot of new things that have come out for young children, or they've changed things since my son was diagnosed. So I may not have the answers in the present with present knowledge. So if I do give you some kind of answer, it might be based on what I knew back in the 90s and 2000s. So just a heads up on that. I'm 64 years old. I have a 30-year-old with autism. We've been through a long adventure, and kind of got started before they had a whole lot of understanding of what it is, how it works, how to help. Things are way better now. So if you're just entering the world of autism, relax, breathe, and know that there's a lot of help out there. It's just kind of confusing. Remember that your child is, even a typical child without autism, is going to go through stages, and those stages do not last forever. They turn into something else. You might have a new challenge to deal with, but they're not forever. So just remember that everything's delayed. So if you have an older child that's typical and you're used to those stages they went through, remember that your child with autism may be delayed. They'll hit some of those milestones, but it may be a while. It may take a year or two more, sometimes more than that. My son, years later, started doing things that I remember seeing, say, a 4-year-old do. So you never know. Even with language, it can happen, and then they lose it. My son was speaking probably a lot better at 14 than he does now. Part of that is laziness on his part and our part. You get used to each other. So we stop demanding that he uses a full sentence. Trust me, that's a mistake you don't want to make. Always demand, once they're speaking, pull that out of them every time they want anything. Have them use their words, their full sentences, because they will forget. It's like they lose the ability to do that. It needs to become a habit. So retraining. You have to that brain has to continue to be reactivated in some way every day on certain things. And eventually it'll stick. But if you give up too soon, then you're missing that time frame where their brain is still kind of flexible in that stage of their life and able to create those pathways that they need to take on the task you're asking them to do. So be patient, be hopeful, and just know that each stage is a stage. Okay, they're not going to do it forever. So you just kind of plow through. And again, if you need any kind of assistance, there is a lot of help out there, especially if you're in California. So let me know if you want some information or advice, and I'm happy to offer whatever I can. Thank you again for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.